Alright Guardians, this is our weekly solo player's guide to the Challenge of Elders, or the Champion of Elders as I call it sometimes, where we pick one subclass that's going to do the best with the given modifiers, and we do a guide on it. So if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit subscribe. We do this every single week, usually on Tuesdays, 99% of the time on Tuesdays. And then we also do Nightfall guides for all three classes, Hunter, Warlock, and Titan. So look in the description box below for a link to one of those. And then let's go ahead and get into the modifiers, and then we'll hit up the guide. Modifiers are Airborne. Players deal more damage while in the air. Fresh Troops. Some enemy squads have been fortified with additional reinforcements. And Grenade Kill bonus. Grenade kills are worth more points. So, Champion of the Elders this week is the voidwalker, because if it was catapults, we'd be using Titans. Anyways, you're going to be wanting the Nothing Manacles, which, in case you don't know, enables scatter grenade tracking and gain an additional scatter grenade charge. We're using a scout rifle. If you have something with Grenadier or Army of One, throw that baby on, because kills with this weapon reduce the cooldown of your grenade. If I remember correctly, Army of One, had a total mind blank. Army of One does the exact same thing, but it also deals with melee, so it might actually be better than Grenadier, just in case. We're rocking a sniper, and then Gallahorn. The first round we do, where is it? We do a machine gun, just to help out with the wizards. And then for this goes, you definitely want to be rocking Embrace the Void and the Hunger. Both of these will do with your energy drain, a powerful melee attack which drains energy from enemies and uses it to reduce the cooldown of your grenade. Embrace the Void, killing enemies with Nova Bomb or any grenade triggers energy drain and restores your health. So you're going to be getting health, and your grenades are going to charge faster. Throw on the Hunger, increases the duration of the energy drain effect, so you're going to be getting more quick charge. So you won't get, an instant grenade, but you will get almost a full grenade, and then you'll have to wait a couple seconds to get that next grenade, but it is worth it, trust me. It'll take about 6 to 7 seconds per grenade, which, if you really think about it, is not that bad. And then I like to rock Lifesteal. I don't know what these actually do. Damaging an enemy with energy. We really don't care about that. Damaging an enemy with energy. Nova Bomb. If you want your super faster, Soul Rip's not a bad way to go. And Scatter Grenade, of course, to go with Nothing Manacles, which is pretty much what you want to do. So other than that, let's go ahead and get into the guide.
Psylocke, the Defiled, thirsts for your light.
Alright, so we got some really pretty decent bosses this week to solo, to be honest. We got some of greatest hits. There's no Cabal. Anyways, this guy, there are going to be 2 wizards each enemy spawn. So go ahead and take those guys out first with whatever you can. I really wouldn't try getting a grenade kill on them. Never seems to work out. I really wish that wasn't a thing. But anyways, go ahead. You're just going to pretty much bounce between here, that little hole right there. You see me go over like so. And then just pretty much jump in the air every time you throw a grenade. And then there's no really cheese spot for this boss, although I do call it a cheese spot by the bridge. You do have to be very careful with his flames that he throws. Not because they do solar damage or anything, but because they will melt you quickly, even without solar damage. So just go ahead and be very careful. I like to throw my super, my Nova Bomb, at the boss, just for extra damage, but you don't necessarily have to do that. You can always save it for ads in case you get in a tight spot and you need that health regen. So, you know, that's really up to you. But I like to come over here, or I'll bounce around the left side of the map, depending on how many flames are all around. But go ahead and take them down until the next spawn wave respawns. They'll say reinforcements incoming just above your supercharge meter. So go ahead and watch for that while you're doing damage. Now if you're using Galahorn, which you saw the opening clip I was using, be very careful you don't kill yourself. And then make sure you're also jumping in the air when you shoot it. And then once these guys come back, you do want to be back down here. That's just the safest place to do this. And then it all starts all over again. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this up. And so we can get on to the next boss, and you can still see how I'm doing it. Because even though it does repeat over and over, some of you might like to see that. If you do prefer me to just cut that out, so it's shorter video, we get to the point, there's no repetition, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys prefer, and I will definitely do that. So, let's go.
Of a war wrecked, fallen catch.
Alright, so like I said, easy bosses again. Just go ahead, rush over here. You do want to stay on this kind of like, I don't know what you call it, a platform, stage, whatever you want to call it. This back area, it will keep you safe most of the time. So go ahead and just try and get your grenades out in as big as groups as possible, so this takes less time. You know, the less time the better, obviously, because of the point reduction system. But other than that, it's pretty much just stay over here. As you can see, I'm just kind of bouncing all around, waiting for that damn grenade to recharge. So go ahead and kill them. If you have to, you can always use your melee to get that grenade charge a little bit quicker. But other than that, it's pretty much just this over and over. But you do want to definitely be very careful of the boss. He does pop little mines out that bounce up and down. Those will one-shot you no matter what light level you are at, so be very careful of him. But other than that, the only other real threat is going to be the melee vandals. Those did kill me in one round of this, so just be very careful of them because they will just charge at you. Does feel like Berserk is on sometimes, but as long as you have a grenade to throw and you back up, you shouldn't have too much to worry about. The shanks are obviously nothing. You can melee those. Whatever you do, don't just shoot the shanks. Even if you need your energy drain, or your grenadier kill or whatever, hit those with the melee, even if you don't have a charge for it, just because it will give you more points than just a regular kill shot with your weapon will do. So just keep that in mind as well. And yeah, then do damage to the boss and it'll literally start all over. So go ahead and we'll go ahead and speed this up.
A servant of Oryx, hunger's guardian.
Alright, so if I had to choose a boss that I was going to change, this would definitely be the one. I wish this was the normal Vex boss, just because of those right there. That annoys me so bad. That little shield those guys do. But other than that, that's really, besides glitching out of the game, or trying to, just by jumping, that's all you really have to worry about. There is a little red dot, red circle right there, that you should actively avoid. It will, if you stay in it the entire time, it will kill you, or get very, very, very close to. It does explode after a minute, so it'll do damage to you while you're in it, and then after like 2 seconds it explodes. You do not want to be in that explosion, so just keep that in mind. And then also stay back here, as there is the most cover. Now if you're more comfortable on the, say, the far left side, by all means do that. This is just my personal spot where I feel the safest from not only ad fire but also from the boss. So just be very careful wherever you are. It can get a little tricky, but for the most part it's pretty decently easy. And then once you deal damage to the boss, if you're using Gallahorn, awesome. But if you're not, say you want to snipe, just around the corner from where I'm at right now, there is a little like 3-pronged hole right there. You can actually snipe through that, and the boss generally misses the majority of his shots, and he's not hitting you with splash damage, which is also really freaking awesome. So you can literally just go at him until the next wave spawns. So go ahead and do that as quick as possible, and you should be good to go. So as far as rewards go, if you want to stay till the end, I do go over those, both the weapon, and I think I got a ghost shell this week, so that's always cool. So anyways, if you need a Nightfall guide, look in the description box below. Subscribe if you're new to the channel for this weekly, as well as the Hunter, Warlock, and Titan guides for the Nightfall, as well as what's the Trials map this week video, user videos. Every once in a while we'll throw some Titanfall 2 in there. Have some ideas for some other stuff I might start doing. So yeah, just go ahead and hit subscribe, and then leave a comment telling me what you got, if you got anything worth noting, and I'll talk to you guys pretty dang soon.
back for them when you're ready. Let's get you home.